Hello, darling. Thank you so much for joining me over here on Patreon for the extended version. Let's just get back in. Okay, so we were just saying about this being a checkpoint for many people. This checkpoint actually, not just as a saying, literally, like you've got the opportunity to cross a border, to cross a frontier. And are you going to step forward into the new world, or are you going to not cross that frontera? So really think about that. And often when we do cross that line, they're saying to me, do not pass go. There's this kind of idea of maybe you've only got hand luggage. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be left behind in the old paradigm. Still shedding, people. We're still shedding. Wow. Can you believe how far we've come? It's really amazing, actually. Just 2 years ago, how different things were and how much transformation has taken place in that time, but yet we're still doing it. These little human bodies are just putting up with so much change, so much expansion to withhold and withstand so much love, so much compassion, so much light. It's amazing, so much energy. So, message is to remember that you are a unique part in all of this. And the question is, are you embodying it, all of it? So this could require, they're using the word brave here with me. It's time to be braver than ever and allow yourself to shine. But that means different things to different people, right? So it's really just about loving yourself enough to be unabashedly you. Okay, so if anybody's feeling blocked around that, where is the block in the body? What does it feel like? Can you shed some light on it? Spend some time with that. Because really, ultimately, it's conditioning, societal, community, global levels that makes people feel like they can't really be who they really are. And it can be a very long process to get to know the self again, to get to know that soul again. But don't give yourself a hard time over it. It's part of your journey. You're not alone. And whatever you're going through, there's every potential and opportunity to turn that into, to alchemize that into your greatest gift to share with other people. Okay. So, there might be, a surfacing of emotions and visions at this time, just simply because there's so many light codes and so many things going on with people's gifts coming online, twin flames popping up, soulmates popping up, like people just changing direction in their lives. It's amazing. If you're feeling very serious about it, or feeling pulled in different directions by different obligations, very much in the mind, and that I have these big decisions to make, I've got these huge obligations with my family, with my responsibility, and my choices have repercussions, and all of these kinds of things. I really feel that. I really feel that. It's one thing to just sit here as a channel and be like, just be you and do your thing. But people do have responsibilities and obligations, and it's not necessarily so easy just to say, okay, I'm doing this for me now, here's my boundary. I get that, absolutely. So if you are in that position, start with the smaller things. As we were saying before, taking a breath, just, even if it's starting with 2 minutes to yourself in the day, and then find a way to make it 5, and, so on and so forth, doing those things. And you can do those things with your kids, with your family, around your work, or, you can do some of those things if you want to. Got this analogy again of cracking out of the seed, that life cracking out of the seed. I can imagine, well, no, I'm not imagining it, I'm feeling it. Maybe a bigger emotional release about what I'm saying right now. For some people, are going to really feel that as an activation. Maybe feeling seen, feeling heard, feeling understood, feeling like they've got permission. So if you do have those emotions coming up, just please give yourself some love. Give yourself a hug. This is not easy, and we made decisions based on what we had at the time. We did the best with what we had at the time, and now maybe some of those things are changing, and it's a bit harder to change direction. But just give yourself time, give yourself space to know what you really want and what you really need. Okay. So with this analogy of the cracking shell, seed, the life coming out of the seed, maybe feelings around, why is this so hard? Why am I always having to make sacrifices? Cutting cords, all those kinds of things. This is just a sign that you are ready to shift in yourself, and that you are shifting. These things can feel like huge sacrifices, and they are huge sacrifices. Giving up things that we love, people, animals, whatever, places, situations, everything that we love that will make us feel comfortable, because we feel called in a new direction. In some instances, that is a sacrifice. It's very real. Just go easy on yourself. There's no time limit you have to meet. It's not like a door's going to close. It's too late now. You missed it. You have to wait till the next. It's not like that. Okay? Everything goes in cycles, and we get opportunities to revisit things anyway. Hang on, new message coming through about this. Okay, something possibly revisiting something from the year 2021. More clarity around something from the year 2021. Yeah, hang on. They can't really give me any more information because everybody's going through something different, okay? But something, maybe there's something from that year. What's that? That's last year. That you can see more clearly now, and there may be some new information, revelation coming to light, something from last year. This is where all that journaling they go on about can be quite useful, because you can flick through your journal and see what was going on. Yeah. If you're finding this hard, just be aware that liberation is on the other side of this, okay? That real freedom, like the rainbow. Wow. I wish I could explain how beautiful this vision is. It's a vision of the sacred valley and the rainbows in the mountains. Okay, on this news, this revelation stuff, there's also likely to be a collective revelation. Some big news globally, collectively. Okay, so I'm seeing like this doesn't have to be a literal message, but the only way I can explain it is by to explain it. So it looks like a big city. It looks like there's a power cut. It looks like people are running around like headless chickens, freaking out about the power cut. So it's likely that this is a metaphor. It's not really going to be a power cut. It probably just means that there's going to be some kind of disconnect from the old way something was. People feeling like they're in the dark, and maybe a bit of chaos. Likely that this is going to be they're being quite clear this is collective. So while things are going on an individual level for us, something bigger is going to be going on in the collective. Just trying to see if they'll tell me a bit more about that. It feels like it could be quite unstable, but that depends on you. It depends on how well you maintain your boundaries and find space for yourself, and don't engage with all of the drama, most likely mainstream media, blah. But honestly, I can't say. I don't know if this is some kind of natural disaster, some kind of government collapse, some kind of revelation. I don't know what it is. Possibly connected in with that 2021 energy. We were just saying about revisiting something. Anyway, maybe it won't come to pass. There are infinite timelines or whatever. But if it does, obviously the message is be grounded in yourself, and don't be reactive, I suppose really is the point. Okay, so when all this passes, inside, outside, cardboard box, you're going to feel so strong and so aligned more than ever, because you are more than ever. So just ride it, and you've got this. A question you can ask yourself, which might help with that, is can you remember how you were feeling this time last year and what was going on? So around Lionsgate last year, just dropped my microphone. Can you recall what was going on and how you were feeling then, and see the difference? Okay, new frequency. Okay, so I'm getting a feeling of relief, confidence, and maybe a bit like relief because you've been waiting for everyone to catch up with you and your frequency. And maybe more people are catching on with that now. Getting pain in my throat around this. Okay, so tap into your own timeline. The one that you choose, because there are infinite timelines, and the truth that feels most aligned with your soul. Your timeline and your truth that feels most aligned with your soul. It's important to feel harmonized amongst chaos. Okay, getting something like a crackling energy, feeling like lightning strikes. So, do you ever get that before a storm? That kind of mad energy that you just don't know what to do with. It's like that in the air. Doesn't mean it's literally in the air, but like that's what I'm picking up on. So once more, stay grounded. I'm getting sponsored to say stay grounded. Okay, this is about new waves and new frequencies coming in that we haven't experienced before, which is why we might feel like we're on high alert. Like, what's this? Okay, so it's very likely that you, me, he, she, and it. We're trying to bring all of our parts together. Okay? It's been a theme for a while. All of our parts from lifetimes, timelines, everywhere. We're trying to bring them in. And it's like we individually are the eye of our own storm. And if you're looking for answers still, they're inside you. They're not to be found outside. And if you feel like you are going over old ground, just remember you're probably just receiving new information. You haven't gone 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 3 steps back, or any steps back. You have grown. Please acknowledge that. And hopefully you're kind of coming more online with that, with how much you've grown, how much you've ascended. Okay, so once again, like a big letting go might be necessary. And that will release any feelings of intensity or pressure. And just welcoming a fresh start. So we've got that threshold again, stepping over a threshold. So the best way to come into alignment with that would be to, be spending time alone. Because there's an explosive energy. There's no two ways about it, really. It's like anarchy, like chaos energy. And that's very, it's not even a word, infective. It's the word they've given me. And I'm not fully functioning as a human right now because I'm channeling. Infectious. Yeah, okay. So, maybe spending that time alone, away from any of that wild energy, unless you really need to be part of that, if that's your journey. Okay, they're saying we warned you about this before. That sounds really threatening. I don't think it's meant to sound threatening. I think this is just about the old paradigm shifting, just falling away. And we've been going through a process for a long time now. And it's, coming to a real head now. It's what it seems like. But I know that it never ends as well. So I'm really intrigued about this. Okay, maybe... Wow, what is this? In the Lion's Gate, we talked about... It was a really unexpected channel. If you haven't listened to that, please go and listen to it. It was really unexpected what came through there. It was quite a vulnerable podcast for me to put out, actually, in the end. But about twin flames and all of that coming online... But what they've just said to me is starseed families coming online. I've never really considered that. I felt my cosmic family up in the sky. Maybe they're coming down to meet us. I don't know. I'm going to have to read into that a bit more and maybe be another episode for Patreons or something. Okay, so really big change, missions, activations, things falling apart, new leaders, new structures, real disturbance of the old. Expect the unexpected. Wow, this sounds quite dramatic. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because I'm as in the dark about this as you guys. They don't tell me everything because we have free will. And the channeling all this wasn't a conscious decision of mine. It started happening by accident. So don't shoot the messenger, okay? Wow. Okay. So It's possible you can expect a lot of change around the divine masculine, around actual men, the toxic masculine as well, conflicts with authority. Wow, okay. This is in accordance with the divine feminine rising as energies, remember, not the construct of gender. A rising of inner confidence, feeling good, feeling confident. Okay, so things are kind of going to become really clear. Allow any emotional purges to take place, and then you'll be able to use your senses like brand new possibilities, new realizations, new gifts coming online. Okay, so I've just zoomed out now, and I can see the planet from space. Okay, so be aware of where your energy is going. Watch your emotions. Control your own explosions. You know, you can expect to feel tired one minute and riled up, revved up with mad energy the next. So just keeping in balance, keeping harmonized. Keep up with that self-care. Take care of your health. Again, that message, slow, write down. Slow, write down. Because this seems like a really powerful shaker. Revealing the truth, your truth. There's so many levels of change. So just, again, make sure you ground yourself. I'm going to have to do something so you can keep grounded, meditation or something. So if you can, get outside. The sun is doing something good. It's like the rays combining with our rays and creating these activations within us. Oh, I just heard my voice from outside my body. That's really odd. Are you feeling any activations yourself? Let me know. Alright, so we're just awakening to all of these qualities, especially fire-like qualities, to help us kind of get ahead, get to where we want to and need to be. Okay, check in with your heart chakra. You might be feeling anxious just with these vibrations changing. You might think it's more serious. Just make sure you take care of that. When you're doing any meditation or yoga or anything like that where you can focus on the heart, do so. Visualize connecting your heart with people and animals that you love to strengthen it. You've been through a lot. Self-love, please. And in with the solar plexus as well. But essentially connect with what you love. That's going to really activate any healing that needs to take place. Allow creativity to flow. Allow any emotional purges to take place. Connecting in with those higher frequencies. Woof. Okay, so some questions for you to consider. Are there any details that you need to take care of with regards to your path, your direction? Just allow any overwhelm to just pass you by. Everything passes. Break down your priorities if you're feeling overwhelmed. You should be able to work through smaller details of stuff. There's an energy to help with organisation. Try and conserve your energy. Don't push yourself too hard. Just catch up on the essential stuff and rest the rest of the time. Don't do anything or be with people that you don't need to. Just, slowing down, breaking things down into manageable, whatever it is. Oh, hold on. Right, so if anything comes up around the past, around the family, emotions around old trauma. It's okay. It's a reminder of how far you've come. Perhaps you're able to now see it with fresh eyes, or in a kind of, from an adult perspective, if you choose to. Again, feeling personal, but just stay aligned with yourself. Just allow everything to pass, especially over Lion's Gate time. Cry if you need to, sleep if you need to, whatever you need, do what you need. So hopefully there's a real bigger picture emerging from your life, but just focus on today, on now, so your energy isn't splurging all over the place, and just remaining conscious with everything, being intentional with everything. And if you're feeling triggered by those so-called authority figures, just slow down more, check in with that energy. Where does that come from? And how can you direct that energy into something that's really positive for yourself? Hello again. So that channel just finished quite abruptly with no warning. So I'm just popping up here again at the end to send you so much love, send you so much light, and to thank you once more for being here on Patreon with me. It really makes such a big difference, and allows me to do all the stuff that I've talked about on Patreon already, particularly protecting the frogs at the moment. So I hope that you're not finding this time brutal. I hope that you are able to sail any waves that come your way, and just want you to know that I've got your back. I'm here at the Maloca whenever you want me, and we've all got each other. So please make sure that you show yourself loads of love. Send yourself all the rainbows right about now. Forgive yourself for anything that you need to forgive yourself for, all of that stuff, and just take care of you. And I think all that remains to be said is there's a million ways to be a rock star, and even rock stars need a day off. So you just do you, honey. All right, sending loads of love, and do feel free to reach out, put any comments on the wall. Lots of you have been reaching out anyway, but if you have any questions or anything you want to share about your journey, it'd be great to get a conversation going on the wall. But get it if you don't feel like that right now. But I'll talk to you soon, and stay in touch. Big hug.